Hey guys, Mike with On Point Preparedness here. I guess my last video was not my last video because I got some free time from the kids this evening and I thought I would share with you a really important news event that I came across about 2 weeks ago. Have not seen any other bloggers post anything with regards to this, so you may find this interesting. So we all know that the Pope will be visiting the United States and giving historic speeches to both our Congress as well as the UN, and he will also be providing Mass and mingling with the people of Philadelphia during his trip here. What's very interesting about his stay in Philadelphia is the security. So check out this image. The Pope will be doing his sermon and again mingling with the people of Philadelphia within the confines of this red square or this red area. This red line is an 8-foot fence which will comprise over 4 miles of fencing, right? So check this out. 8-foot perimeter fence, and it's going to stretch all the way around here. That's an incredible length of fencing, but that's not all, folks. It gets better. Whole lot of security perimeter timelines. It's going to be a ticketed event for those that are in the red area, but they're also closing the schools. Schools will be closed from September 23rd through the 25th for the District of Philadelphia. Also, certain government services and taxi services and all that will be shut down as well, and it's causing lots of logistical problems. In addition to the school closures and in addition to the perimeter fencing, highways are being closed. Major highways, in fact. 76, 676, and the Benjamin Franklin Bridge. If you look at all those pictures that I had just shown to you, the city of Philadelphia is pretty much under lockdown, which is pretty insane considering the Pope's other visits to different countries. In fact, Pennsylvania's governor blasted the Pope fence and said, and I quote, "The Pope went to Bolivia, Ecuador, and Paraguay, and there was no fence. It boggles the mind why we have to put up a fence in the United States of America." Now, what do I think about this? Well, our Pope seemingly, and I say that sarcastically, is one that is not afraid of the public. He ditched the bulletproof Pope-mobile that Pope John Francis and Benedict used. He mingles and shakes hands with all the public. So this fencing and this uber security is not coming from the Vatican. You could just say it's just from the United States and our over-militarized standpoint on things. Or are they really preparing for a controversial speech in which people will get a little bit rowdy? I don't know. But, going along with the trend of all the other things happening in September, is it possible that there may be an event and his speech is used to calm or quell the people? I'm not sure. But I did find that this was incredibly interesting. The perimeter fence, the school closures, the highway closures. And here's how I came about all this information. And this is really important. So I have mentioned in other videos that I am being more vocal with everyone about the need to prepare spiritually, mentally, and physically for this fall as well as going into 2016. There is a Christian lady, and I opened up to her at work and talked to her about the Pope's visit as well as some of the other historic September events. I told this to her on a Friday, and when she went home over the weekend, her sister, who has lived in Philadelphia all her life, called her up. Keep in mind, these people are not preppers and are not truth seekers. They're what you would call sheeple. And her sister said, "I don't know what is going on in Philadelphia, but I am leaving the city during the end of September." And she told my coworker that she saw lots of National Guard, police, lots of fencing being staged, again, for this 4-mile fence. The school closures, she's saying people are really upset about how they'll gain access to the hospitals if they're in labor or if they have an emergency. And she said the whole scene is incredibly scary because she's never seen this type of fencing have been put up before. She's never seen them shut down schools for any other type of presidential visits or anything like that. And so you have a rather sheeple or layman person noticing what's happening in her city and actually fears for her life or herself that she doesn't want to be there. She thinks something's bad is going to happen. That is really telling, because she's not into all this truth seeking and knowledge or the conspiratorial stuff that we're all in. And so after her sister had told her this story, she came and right away grabbed me on Monday morning and said, "You won't believe what my sister just told me." And she's like, "It lines up with everything you've been saying about September and the Pope." And I am thankful that this lady is now preparing physically and mentally, but she's already saved spiritually. So I think this is some really incredible things. And oh, hey, guess what this a-hole Pope is doing? There's a lot of lists, the big list of 33 things happening in September. Guess what this guy's doing? He's leaving the United States on the 28th, the day of the blood moon. So he's he's literally like, peace out, right when that super blood moon happens. So again, I don't think anything catastrophic is going to happen on that day, but I do think he's getting out of Dodge because we're in some rough times. So if you live in the Philadelphia area and you see these things being erected, the fencing and the National Guard and all this militarization, do send me an email. It's on my website, michael@onpointpreparedness.net, because I have not yet found any really good photos, but I would appreciate those, and I know everyone listening would also appreciate seeing those. I hope you enjoyed this. This is Mike with On Point Preparedness. See you guys later.